Proverbs chapter 16. A man may make plans in his heart, but the Lord provides the words that his tongue utters. A man's ways may seem honorable to him, but the Lord weighs his motives. Entrust everything that you do to the Lord, and your plans will turn out to be successful. The Lord has made everything for his own purposes, even the wicked for the day of disaster. The Lord abhors the proud man. Be assured that such a man will not go unpunished. Iniquity is expiated by kindness and faithfulness, and by fear of the Lord man turns away from evil. When the Lord is pleased with someone's conduct, he makes even that man's enemies friends with him. It is better to have little and to be righteous than to acquire great riches with injustice. A man may plan his own course, but the Lord makes his steps secure. The lips of a king utter inspired oracles. He does not err when he pronounces judgment. Accurate scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights in the bag are his concern. Kings regard wrongdoings as abhorrent, for their throne's foundation depends upon righteousness. Honest speech is the delight of a king, and he loves a man who speaks truthfully. A king's wrath is like a messenger of death, but one who is wise will appease it. When a king's face brightens, it spells life, and his favor is like a rain shower in spring. It is better to acquire wisdom rather than gold, and more desirable to acquire understanding rather than silver. The path of the upright avoids evil. He who treads carefully preserves his life. Pride goes before disaster, and a haughty spirit goes before a fall. It is better to live humbly among the lowly than to share plunder with the proud. The one who pays heed to instruction prospers, and blessed is he who trusts in the Lord. A wise man is esteemed for being pleasant, and his friendly words increase his influence. Wisdom is a fountain of life to one who possesses it, but folly is the punishment of fools. A wise man's heart guides his mouth, and his lips increase learning. Pleasing words are like a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and affording health to the body. Sometimes a path may seem to be right, but in the end it leads to death. The laborer's appetite works on his behalf, as hunger spurs him on. A scoundrel concocts evil, and his lips are like a scorching fire. A perverse man stows strife, and a talebearer destroys close friendship. One who indulges in violence entices his neighbor and leads him into evil ways. One who winks his eye is plotting perverse deeds. One who purses his lips is bent on mischief. Gray hair is a crown of glory. It is gained by a righteous life. It is better to be a patient man rather than a warrior, one who controls his temper rather than one who captures a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but the decision comes from the Lord. Proverbs chapter 17. It is better to have a dry crust to eat in peace than to feast in a house that is filled with strife. A wise servant will rule over an unworthy son, and will share the inheritance as one of the brothers. The crucible is for silver, and the furnace is for gold, but it is the Lord who tests the heart. An evildoer listens eagerly to the wicked lips, and a liar pays heed to a slanderous tongue. Anyone who mocks the poor insults their Creator. Whoever gloats at another distresses will not go unpunished. Grandchildren are the crown of the aged, and the glory of children is their parents. Fine words are not becoming to a fool, and much less are false words to a noble. A bribe is like a magic stone to one who offers it. Wherever he turns, he meets with success. One who forgives a misdeed fosters friendship, but he who divulges it separates good friends. A reproof makes a far greater impression upon a discerning person than 100 blows will upon a fool. A wicked man is only interested in fomenting rebellion. Hence a cruel messenger will be sent against him. It is better to come upon a bear robbed of her cubs rather than confronting a fool in his folly. One who returns evil for good will forever have misfortune in his house. To begin a quarrel is like unleashing a flood, so detest before the quarreling begins. Absolving the wicked and condemning the innocent are both equally abominable to the Lord. Of what advantage is money in the hands of a fool? Can he purchase wisdom if he has no desire to learn? A true friend is one at all times, and a brother is born to render help in time of need. A man without sense gives a pledge to become surly for a neighbor. One who sows discord enjoys strife. One who constructs a high threshold invites disaster. One whose heart is perverse will never prosper, and one whose tongue is evil will come to trouble. The father of a fool endures endless sorrow and receives no joy from having begotten him. A cheerful heart is excellent medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. A wicked man conceals a bribe under his cloak to divert the course of justice. A discerning man sets his face towards wisdom, but the eyes of a fool range to the ends of the earth. A foolish son causes grief to his father and brings sorrow to the mother who bore him. It is not right to find the innocent or to flog princes for their integrity. One who uses words sparingly is truly wise. A man of discernment keeps his tongue under control. Even a fool who keeps silent is considered wise. If he closes his lips, he is regarded as intelligent. Proverbs chapter 18. Someone who lives alone seeks only to fulfill his desires and ignores the advice of others. A fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only delights in expressing his own opinion. When wickedness comes, it is accompanied by contempt, and with dishonor comes disgrace. The words of the mouth are turbulent waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a flowing brook. It is not right to show partiality to the guilty or to deprive the innocent of a just judgment. The lips of a fool cause strife, and his mouth provokes a flogging. The mouth of a fool leads to his ruin, and his lips are a snare to his very life. The whispers of a gossiper are tasty morsels that corrode one's inner being. Anyone who is lazy in his work is a brother to the man who wages destruction. The name of the Lord is a tower of strength. The upright man runs to it and finds refuge. The wealth of a rich man is his stronghold. He regards it as a high wall that cannot be scaled. A man is haughty until disaster overtakes him, but humility comes before honors. One who answers before listening exposes his folly and incurs shame. A man's spirit can manage to endure sickness, but when the spirit is crushed, who can bear it? A discerning mind gains knowledge, and the ears of the wise eagerly seek knowledge. A gift opens doors for the giver and wins him access to the powerful. The one who pleads his case first will seem right until his opponent comes forth to interrogate him. Casting lots can settle disputes and avoid contention between powerful rivals. An offended brother is stronger than a fortress, and quarrels are more difficult to overcome than castle gates. From the fruit of the mouth one's stomach is filled. Contentment is gained from the yield of one's lips. The tongue has the power over life and death. Those who cherish it will enjoy its fruits. One who finds a wife finds happiness and receives favor from the Lord. A poor man uses language of entreaty, but the rich man replies with insults. Some friends can lead us to ruin, but a true friend is closer than a brother.